Elijah Collins was born in the small, bustling town of Glenville. His early life was filled with laughter and adventure. That is until Elijah turned 6 and his family received heartbreaking news. Elijah was diagnosed with spinal muscular atrophy, a neuromuscular disorder that progressively weakens the muscles and impacts movement. From that moment on, the Collins household was filled with whispers of worry. Yet, even as his parents silently mourned the death of their dreams for their son, Elijah remained a beacon of light, possessing an indomitable spirit that could not be quelled. The doctors painted a grim picture of his future, advising the family to prepare for a life confined to a wheelchair. But Elijah refused to accept his limitations. By the age of 8, he had mastered the use of his wheelchair with dexterity that surprised and delighted everyone in his neighborhood. Elijah's days were mostly spent at the local community center, drawing vivid sketches of bustling cityscapes and serene landscapes on oversized sheets of paper. "I'm painting a world where I can run," he'd often say with a grin. He was deeply inspired by the works of Vincent van Gogh, his favorite painter, and would spend countless hours studying every brushstroke he could find in books and online. As he grew older, Elijah made a name for himself in the local art community. He won numerous awards for his detailed and emotionally stirring artwork, and people traveled from nearby towns to witness the handicapped boy's miraculous talent. Yet, despite the acclaim, Elijah remained humble, always returning to his work with the same enthusiasm he'd had as a child. His crowning moment came when he was invited to showcase his work at the state's annual art fair. For Elijah, it wasn't just about the fame or recognition. It was about showing others that life's challenges could be transformed into opportunities. On the opening night, Elijah wheeled himself up to the podium to address a large crowd. "I stand before you today not just as an artist, but as proof that obstacles can become stepping stones. SMA did not define me. It is art that allowed me to be free," he declared, his voice steady and his eyes bright with hope. Elijah's story, the boy who never gave up, spread far and became a symbol of resilience and inspiration for many. Years later, as an acclaimed artist, Elijah continues to inspire through not only his art, but his message of perseverance.